Is it working though? It is? Are we back? Oh my goodness. We're actually back? If we're actually back, then we're back. Whew. That was a close one. Man, this is so confusing why this is not responding. I don't think I'm doing anything different. If anyone is out there, let me know if chat is working, if the videos are working, if the video games are working. It's like everything was working there, and then all of a sudden YouTube and GameSplit were like, nah, we're just not going to work for 20 minutes. Whew. All right. So here we go. Let's try this attempt again. Hopefully things are working. Hopefully. So stream is supposedly live. That's what my phone is telling me. My phone is telling me that hey, my stream is live, but I don't know. I don't know if I can trust my stream anymore. We were just in the middle of a great conversation, having a great time playing some Wolcen. And then all of a sudden everything broke. Oliver says, we are back, boys. All right. Thank you, Oliver. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for letting me know that chat is working. Oh, my goodness. What a frustrating moment. Okay, so welcome to the stream, everyone. If you were not watching just a few moments ago, or if this is your first time watching today, welcome to the stream. We are transitioning our melee character from being a melee character into being a mage. And it's going to be quite interesting because of the way how this particular mage is going to work. The particular amounts of damage that this particular mage can deal. And the playstyle. It's a very, very fast playstyle for the mage that we are working on. So right now, this is what our Gates of Fate look like. For those of you who wanted to see what this was going to look like and didn't get to see what it looked like because the stream cut out, my apologies. But those of you who are wondering what our passive tree looks like, it is a little bit different than what you might have thought it would look like. So essentially, you're going to come out of the soldier tree. You're going to grab crit chance because our abilities that we are going to be using are going to be Winter's Grasp. That is going to be by far the majority of our damage is going to come off of Winter's Grasp. That's going to be the number one thing that does damage for us. By the way, in the video description, as you are watching today down below, you can actually check out the links to the build that I'm using right now in order to farm and then transition into a mage. So you can see that down below in the video description. You might need to refresh the page in order to get the video description to show up, but there should be two builds down there in the video description. The first link should be to the melee build that I was using, and now there should also be a second link, which is to the passive tree that you are staring at right here on the screen. that shows you what we will be building in towards. So we're going to be using, we can't pull up skills while we're on the passive tree. So we're going to be using Winter's Grasp. We're trying to level this up as much as possible. It needs to be level 62. Once Winter's Grasp gets to level 62, do you see this right here where it says cooldown is 0.4 seconds? When this thing gets to level 62, it will have 0 cooldown, okay? 0 cooldown on the skill. So what's really great about that, speaking of which, let's level up. There we go. Once we get it to level 62, with 0 cooldown on the skill, we can just spam the skill. So the only thing that is going to essentially cap our DPS at that point is going to be our ability to actually spam the skill. So whether or not, for instance, we're getting stunned or whether or not we're getting down, that's basically going to be it for actually stopping us from casting while we are running around, jumping around, blowing everything in our path up. That is the build design. That's the goal. So to give you a preview of what that looks like, I will swap out one weapon here really quickly, and that allows you to see this is what Winter's Grasp looks like. This is Winter's Grasp, by the way, with a little bit of a cooldown. Just a smidgen of a cooldown, okay? That's with what? How much cooldown? 0.3 seconds, okay? If I swap over to this set of gear that I am saving, which is a bunch of cooldown gear, if I swap over, we can get this as low at this point in time as 0.2 seconds. That's where we can get it down to. So I can almost just, this is just me holding down my W button right now. And the thing that's going to cap us is actually our rage right now. That's actually going to be the thing that caps us. So in order to balance this, we want to be able to have skills that can use melee abilities and eat up rage. That's essentially what we want to do. So we really want to either use skills that can dump rage and use our skills like Winter's Grasp and like Aether Jump, which Aether Jump lets us like jump from pack to pack really, really quickly. Or what we want to do is we want to increase this transfer time on our bar right here from rage into willpower. We want to get as much transfer time as possible. And then, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to use as much as we can of these willpower potions. We're going to dual wield willpower potions, so that way we can spam as much of our abilities as we want. And you can see we can jump around town, and we can use some willpower potions. And you can see we've got quite a lot of willpower that's coming back to us. And we're still able to Aether Jump. We're still able to run around and drop a whole bunch of Winter's Grasp. So that's the build concept, right? Is that you have 0 cooldown on your Winter's Grasp, and at level 62 it will have 0 cooldown. So I'm going to put on all my trash gear, all my trash melee gear. That's actually pretty good gear. This weapon is carrying me right now. My passive tree, for those of you, again, who haven't gotten it yet, my passive tree is set up for the Winter's Grasp build. I did that first. That was probably a mistake in the way how I did that, but I set that up first. I set up my passive tree first, and then I'm doing all the itemization of the skills. So learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. But that being said, even though I moved a whole bunch of passives around, many of these passives that I'm using presently are actually defensive bonuses when it comes to passives. So for instance, right now I've got the Branded Burst, which is here on the passive tree. Where is this? This is called the Exorcist, which gives us a tenant point, and we get 15% damage reduction per tenant point. So right now I've got, what, 5 of them? Bada boom. So there's just 75% damage reduction on the first hit. And then every time I get hit, I lose a tenant point, so I lose 15% damage reduction. But essentially it means every time you go in to fight a boss in a Wolcen Endgame expedition, it means you're going to have 75% reduction until the first hit hits you. Then when the second hit hits you, you're down to 60% reduction. Then the third hit, you're down to 45. Then the fourth hit, you're down to 30%. The point being, for the first 5 hits, you get a massive amount of damage reduction while you are fighting. And then on top of that, we've got Exorcist Indifference, which is another 5% increased damage reduction per tenant point. So we're basically at 80%, right? Is that right? It's 20 times 5? No, that's 100% damage reduction. No, that's right. That's right. We're at 100% damage reduction on the first hit. That's why when I get hit by a lot of stuff right away, it doesn't feel like I'm actually taking damage. Also, on top of that, where are we? Here it is. It's called Dire Juncture. On the first hit that we take, you only take 40% of that attack at first, and then the rest is inflicted 1 second after the hit. So this combines really nicely between these two, where you either don't take any damage at all, or the damage that you do take isn't going to one-shot you. It's very, very helpful. So we've got our gear that is set up for when we want to swap over to our Winter's Grasp build. We are right now farming up as much primeval or primordial essence as we can, the purple stuff, so that way we are ready to go. And we're going to use a whole bunch of these, a whole bunch of amethysts, in order to get the transfer time reduction between willpower and rage, so that way, as we are just spamming Winter's Grasp, we will be able to recover the much needed, basically the much needed resources in order to actually get our willpower back up, and then repeat Aether Jump, Aether Jump, Aether Jump in between packs, and then Winter's Grasp. So it should be relatively simple. Should be. We'll see. I'm trying to do some of these lower level encounters. Maybe I shouldn't be, to be honest. Yeah, I shouldn't be. This is too low level. I shouldn't be doing this low level. This is like level 64 stuff. I was thinking about doing some of these just so that way it would enact as a turn timer. I don't think these guys are going to be able to kill me. Maybe they will. Yeah, they'll be able to kill me. Here, I'll take off this chest piece. Does that help? There we go. I've got way less armor. And way less life. There you go. Go ahead and kill me, guys. So, one of the things that I have been thinking about doing is actually just running these individual missions rather than the long expeditions, in order to make sure that we can pump out our late game city production. But if those missions are only like level 60, like that's not high enough. Like we can do level like 80 to 90 missions right now. Well, not 90. What can we go up to right now on Champion? We can go up to 82. What do I need to do to get beyond 82? I guess maybe I crashed at the end of my 82 fight. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's when the stream went down. I don't know. Because I didn't crash. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird the way how that worked out. Alright, so we've been talking all day about how broken Bleeding Edge is, which I still think it's broken. Oh, I forgot to swap out my willpower. That's funny. So Bleeding Edge is super broken, because without a passive tree for it that's set up for it at all, in any way, shape, or form, like the only thing that my passive tree is good for right now on my character is defenses. Like my offensive abilities are not good right now. It does not matter. It absolutely does not matter. You can see these guys are what, level 82 monsters? Walk up to them with Bleeding Edge, blow them up. Blow them up. And we're still farming purple potions, which is what we need to be doing right now. Is farming primeval. It's cool. It's cool to have no cooldown. Ha! Oh, man. To turn that gold into primeval essence. I think that's what it is, through the through one of the chambers, through one of the in-game buildings in Stormfall. One thing that I'm gonna have to figure out though is how to balance endgame rage with. Uh-oh, watch out, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not dead. Oh no, I transformed. Okay, it actually worked that time. Yesterday when I transformed into my like ascendant form, when he did this move, when this Demon of Souls does his move, his like engagement move, he's quite deadly. He is quite deadly. But when I transformed yesterday, I broke the game. Like my character was sitting there, and my character was actually knocked down while I was in the ascendant form. And it went into its cooldown. Like it used up all of my essence, but I got knocked down, just straight up. It didn't knock me out of my ascendant form, but I was knocked down. I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Because I thought you're not supposed to be able to get knocked down while you're an ascendant. But so that was a nice little bug yesterday. But I think that was actually probably the biggest bug that I've experienced so far. The most consistent bug I've experienced so far with this game has to be the clicking. The clicking in this game is not precise in any way, shape, or form. I think that's probably my biggest critique so far of the entire game is just you'll go to click on an item to pick it up. You'll go to click on another room or another instance. You'll go to click on a stash. You'll go to click on an NPC. The clicking and the hitboxes in this game are not necessarily accurate. So be aware of that. Pretty much all week I've been trying to warn people, like, hey, if you don't want to play a game that's got bugs in it, do not play this game. If you don't mind if a game's got bugs in it, you just want to try another action RPG, try it out. That has been my approach. I feel like most of the internet at this point in time pretty much hates this game. And then the reality is most of the internet doesn't. It's just a very vocal part of the internet hates this game. Oh no, there's a gold guy! Go find the gold guy! Go find him. Get the gold guy. Yes! Oh, money! Oh, that was a couple thousand right there. And we got some legendary pants. All right, let's get rid of those. Legendary pants. What did we get? 325 all resistance. Block chance added and allows any weapon to block. Material resistance. 30% transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. 90 to status ailment chance score. Those might be my boots or my pants for when we transition to being a mage. That might be it. We will see. Those are some pretty good pants. What's up, Brian? Welcome, welcome. Brian says, I don't even care about those clicks. It's the trying to sell items. Holy smokes. Yeah, when you were in town and you like right click or hover something to take a look at it, and sometimes it just doesn't even exist. It doesn't register that your mouse is there.
I need more power.
Yeah, that one can be pretty frustrating as well. I'm with you on that, Brian. That one feels pretty frustrating as well. All right, now my question is on this layout. Is the boss down here or is he to the top? Because whichever way I choose, I'm going to choose the wrong one, right? That's the way how this works. No matter which direction I go, it's going to be the wrong direction.
Can't do that.
Not enough rage. My rage is beyond their control. Oh, these guys are good too, these frost tormentors. Somebody was asking earlier about trying out summoners. I have heard that these frost tormentors, if you kill them and take them as one of your pets and take them as one of your summons, they're actually really good. So I may have to try that out with the frost tormentors. Because these frost tormentor guys, I feel like they've got a ton of HP. I say that as I just butcher it with Bleeding Edge. And nothing looks like it's got a lot of HP when you're fighting against it with Bleeding Edge. The whole game feels like you're cheating as you're playing with Bleeding Edge. If you are new to the game right now and you're wondering what skill you should choose to level up with, I would submit for your consideration that Bleeding Edge is a very, very strong skill. Brian says, I can click on the same item. Slow, fast, it doesn't matter. It always takes like 5 clicks to sell an item. Yeah. No, you're right. That's another fair point. Maybe like the hitboxes of just everything in the game are broken. Items included. Oh, purple! There's purple stuff. Okay. We're always picking all this stuff up right now. That is purple because the purple stuff, all of these skill items is getting turned into this stuff. And this stuff is super duper important to me right now. Super duper important. Not just super important, it's super duper important. Because that's going to be what is going to allow us to level up our Winter's Grasp all the way up to its maximum level. I feel like we're actually getting kind of close. Oh look, it's the demon guy. So I'm probably going to lose all of my death tokens here. Yeah. Oh, nope, he's doing his nice skill. This is a good skill that he does. Is he going to do the trap skill? Yep, there he comes. Watch out. Watch out. He's going to trap. Why don't I have any? No, I don't have any dashes. I'm out of dashes. Well, that's not very dashing. Yeah, that skill where he clamps down. Am I dead? He's almost dead. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine, right? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine? No? I'm not gonna be fine. He's gonna kill me. Oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me again. Where is he? Get away. Am I bleeding? I'm outside of your range, buddy. How is he hitting me? Where is he?
I'll manage that one.
Oh my gosh. He's gonna get me. I'm gonna fail this entire encounter. No! Get him! Okay, we did it. Oh my goodness. That was legitimately tough with no health potion. And I ran out of rage potions there at the end. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, that demon guy... Hey, what's up, Ace? Welcome, welcome. That demon guy is legitimately the toughest boss in the entire game. He's it. If anybody says, oh, I found a tougher boss, the answer is no, they didn't. He's the toughest. He's got the toughest skills, the toughest abilities. His cage, when he clamps down on you, if you don't go into Ascendant form, you're basically going to lose a token right there. You're going to use up one of your revive tokens. Alright, so we're keeping these pants. Everything else can go. Whoa, that had 3,000 HP on it? Man. The stuff that's dropping now is just getting better and better. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. I am happy that the stuff that is dropping is getting better and better. Alright. We've now got our items. Let's go on to the next level. Expedition Part 2. Part dos. Yeah, I don't know what his, what's his base model name? Is it Yugal? Yugai? Udar? Because he's like, wasn't he like the demon of the sleeper or something in Act 1? He's the same model off of the guy that you fight when you fight, like, right away. Like, I think it's the very first fight or the very second fight that you fight as you come off the beach, as you follow Maris? Whoever the NPC is that you follow up the ladder. Like in the very first instance of the game. Like, there's a demon that you fight. That guy's model is going to be a model that you are going to fear throughout your gameplay in Wolcen. He doesn't need a nerf. Don't hear what I'm not saying. Hey, don't hear what I'm not saying, chat. I'm not complaining. I think it's really fun to actually have boss fight mechanics that you've got to pay attention to and worry about. That you can't just, like, walk up and one-shot. I'm sure you can walk up and one-shot them, right? But the point still stands. That there's an opportunity, at least, for the boss to get through some of their mechanics. Holy moly, speaking of which. Here's the first token down. I am out of rage potions. Okay, I have to go kill the hippo, because the hippo, seriously, is going to knock me into my death. That's what's going to get me killed, is the hippo. Oh my gosh. Speaking of getting knocked into my death, I need to swap my build. Like, I need to swap into this mage spec, like, ASAP. I'm getting to a spot now where not having a passive tree to help me with damage is actually mattering. Alright, let's spend our passive point. We are coming up through here for more ailment stacks. And eventually we're going to grab Insidious Decay, which reads, when applying ailments, more stacks are applied to the enemy. Other forms of damage are less potent. So you get +2 ailment stacks inflicted and minus 30% damage. That is not damage over time. So we're on our way up there. We're also going to grab Ferocity, because we want to crit all the time. That's what we want to do. Every single little hit that we have, we want to be critting. Speaking of critting, quit hitting me. These hippos. These mortar beasts, I'm sorry. Save your mom mortar beasts. I don't feel like they're particularly dangerous. I just feel like they're particularly annoying. Because they have displacement abilities. Because they can knock you around, I feel like that's like the most annoying aspect of their kit. They're dangerous if there's like 3 or 4 of them, right? I will say that. If there's 3 or 4 of them on top of each other, then it can get dangerous, right? Because then they're all knocking you around at the same time, bumping you into various other damaging abilities, projectiles, etc. Boss slams that you have to watch out for. Boss abilities. That was an interesting chest. I'm not sure if I've had a chest just drop me blue stuff before.
I can't do that right now.
That's pretty interesting. Whew. Alright, how many of these bad guys? I think if I take down these bad guys, the boss should be to my left. Also, does anybody know about the generation of bosses in maps? Have we gotten any confirmation from the devs yet? Does that happen before the map generates? Or does that happen as you play the map? I would love to know that. Like, if there are just layouts that we need to learn, and like you just learn, oh, you're in this layout, therefore the boss is always going to be in the same location? Or is it that bosses are in different locations and that get generated when you launch the map each time? Or potentially just randomly generated as you're playing the map? Like, I would like to know that. Because if there's just layouts that we need to memorize, then I'll start tracking layouts. Maybe I should be doing that anyway. Just track layouts, right? Hunt down enemies. Yeah, we should go into this side area. I feel like side areas are very, very rewarding areas. I feel like most of the time that I've bumped into the wandering merchant. By the way, this game does have a wandering merchant, which sells some really ridiculously good stuff. It's kind of like the PoE version of Perandus. So you bump into him, he offers you like uniques, legendaries, etc. It's pretty good. Uh-oh. Take care of Tubby over here. The experimental. Yikes. Take care of that guy. Alright, did we get the buff? I think we got the buff. Ace says, not gonna lie, watching you play Wolcen is really entertaining. Oh. Well, that's much better than the alternative, right? Watching me play Wolcen not being entertaining. Oh, that'd be boring. Thanks, Ace. Thanks for the kind words, man. Alright, so what you want to do in these side areas is you just want to kill everything and get all the gold, right? Now, how is that different from a regular area? Regular areas, I feel like, don't have as many breakables, actually. I feel like regular areas have more monsters and less breakables. And I feel like the per square inch amount of breakables that are in side areas are much, much higher than what is in like the overworld or the regular section of a map. Although there's a good amount of breakables as well. Also, if you were wondering how to farm gold for yourself, monsters actually don't typically drop gold, straight up gold. They'll drop items, but they won't drop necessarily straight up gold. So if you just want gold, go make sure that you're breaking like every breakable that you can. If you just want to sell items that's worth gold, like that eventually takes up your inventory space, right? And you've got finite inventory space each and every map, whereas you have infinite amount of ability to pick up gold. So, oh wow, a legendary battle axe and more purple stuff. Woohoo! All right, let's see if this battle axe is any good. It's worse than mine. The flat rolls on it are worse than mine. It's got 42 attack speed score, shock ailment damage, elemental status ailment chance score, physical, and then 30 elemental damage on attacks. Yeah, but it didn't roll any actual flat elemental damage, so you got to convert your physical. Not that great. That's going to be one that we sell. All right, we got to challenge the boss. He's in the top left.
I can't do that right now.
So right now I am dual wielding rage potions because all of my rage generation prior to swapping over to getting ready my passive tree for playing as a mage, all of my rage generation was built into my passive tree. That plus this one ring that's got 15 rage generation on kill. Like, that's where all of my rage generation comes from. So when I swapped up my passive tree, I was like, well, I guess I'm basically cosplaying as a PoE Pathfinder for the day. And then hopefully by the end of the day, we will have Winter's Grasp all the way leveled up. Which we just need to keep collecting purple points for. Uh-oh, am I going to die here? No, I'm not going to die. Who am I kidding? I'm invulnerable. I'm invincible. I'm unstoppable. I'm almost dead. Yikes. I swear, man. These guys and their knockback. Most annoying ability in the game. I'm going to be really excited when I can swap over to my mage and I can just Aether Jump everywhere. By the way, Aether Jump as a mobility skill has like 0 cooldown. You can reduce the cooldown by a whole bunch. And then you can just keep casting it. So for those of you who are wondering or maybe thinking like, oh man, maybe Wolcen looks a little too slow for me to play. There's ways that you can actually build yourself a nice, fast speed clear build. Which is basically what I'm going for here with this mage that we're going to transition to. It will be at least speedier than this. A lot of people are just on the bleeding edge hype train, but it's certainly good. Don't get me wrong. It's very, very good. Oh, this guy's got regeneration. That's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to die. That was close. Oh, that's close. I shouldn't stand there. I've only got one more. Ah! Should not stand there. I'm gonna just ult here. I don't think I can kill him. I think I'm gonna fail this. Oh wait! He's actually broken! Watch out! Oh boy. Oh, grab that. Oh wait, I didn't need to grab that yet. No! What am I doing? Ah! I need to get out of here. I need to kite him out. Kite him out and get some more rage. Is there anything I can smack? I need a breakable. Give me a breakable. Give me a breakable. Oh, he's regenning too. Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm gonna fail this. I'm 100% gonna fail this. He's just regenerating way too much. Maybe not. Maybe not. Is he regenerating faster than I'm regenerating? Hey guys, can you guys give me some rage? Maybe give me some rage potions? Please? Please give me some potions? Woo! Oh, get out of there. Oh, we broke him. Good. Get some rage up. Get some rage up. No! Oh, there we go. Oh, man, that feels good. Whew. Hey, quit knocking me around, Mr. Purifier veteran guy. Don't you just see I just beat up your area's boss? Leave me alone. Whew. Man, that was a tough one. Boss fights, ladies and gentlemen. Wolcen has boss fights. If you were wondering if Wolcen has boss fights, it has boss fights. And when you're as bad a mechanical player as I am, they will be intense boss fights. Alright. That doesn't have cooldown. What we're looking for on this particular build, we are looking for like cooldown as well as willpower and rage transfer time. That is the vast majority of what we're looking for. So you see how, for example, on the staff it says transfer time reduction between willpower and rage? We are looking for that. We're looking for stuff that says that on all sorts of different stat types. So our chest piece, I think we've already got set up. One of our gauntlets we've already got set up. That right there's got cooldown reduction, but we already have a better chest piece than that. That's set up for when we swap over to our mage setup. I think I just need to sell that. Yeah, I just need to sell it. That's got 30% transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. That's pretty good. All right, and then we got what, 400 purple power here. So that's not bad. That should be at least one more level, I think, of Winter's Grasp. So we're getting close to 62. We're at 59 right now. We need to be 62 for 0% cooldown. That's the goal. Brian says, "Ha, I almost died watching you fight." Yeah, you probably died out of frustration. Go, "No, Iron! Quit screwing up all your skills." All right, now this up here is a Wealth Omen. That is what they are called in this game, but they're essentially the Treasure Goblin from Diablo 3 or the Tormented Spirit from Path of Exile. And they are my favorite thing to kill. Oh man, they are just so great. So delightful. It's so great to just follow something around that just drops out gold. That's great. Look at all that gold that we got. Up over 100,000 gold again, which I think that means we can turn that into like 5,000 primordial essence. So hopefully that will be enough for another level. The trick right now is that we can turn our gold in one of our buildings in town. We can turn our gold into the purple stuff. And it's the purple resource that you need in order to level up your skills. So that's what we're aiming to do right now. So we're farming gold to essentially farm the purple stuff, and we're farming purple stuff because we need to level up our skill. Our skills. I could have just started a new character entirely as a spellcaster, but fair word of warning to anybody that's thinking about buying Wolcen, if you want to build a new character, you do not share stash tabs. Your characters do not share stash tabs. So if you find 1,000,000 gold on one character, you don't have 1,000,000 gold on your second character. You will start at, level 1 with nothing on your character and with no access, no shared stuff via stash. At least to my knowledge. Maybe there's an upgrade that you can get in the end game that'll allow you to share stashes, but at the moment, none of my additional characters can share or view or see any of the stash tabs that this character can interact with. So is it that big a deal? I guess not. Right? It's not that big a deal. If you want to level another character, level another character. But I think it still is ultimately faster because you've got to grab levels as well as grab skills as well as grab items if you start a new character. Whereas if you just character swap, if you just re-swap your character over to a new build, I think that ends up being a little bit more cost efficient between time and in-game resources. So, a fair word of warning to anybody that wants to change that. Nishan says, "Do you like Wolcen? I just bought it. I heard it's a good game with a bad launch." That's a great summary. I would say it's got a lot of potential. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a great game yet. I would say it's a good game right now, and it's got even more potential to become a great game. I think my ringing endorsement of this game so far is that, and I am again a non-paid sponsor of the game. I'm just playing the game because I have fun with it. I think this game has got the potential to be a game where you play whenever you're not playing PoE, but you want to play an action RPG. To me, this is already ranked number 2 for action RPGs. Like, this is the thing to go to besides for PoE. Grim Dawn, in terms of content, has got way more content in it than this game. But I'm enjoying the endgame in this game considerably. Even more so than I enjoyed the leveling process, and I enjoyed leveling. They did a great job with the story in this game, I think. But that's just me. I think this is a game that's good enough that basically whenever PoE is on hiatus or is taking a break, I think this will be the game, at least for now, that I'm thinking about playing. Like pretty much every day this week, it's been like a new league launch for me. Whoa, hey, speaking of which, don't kill me. It's been like that same feeling that you get when you have a new league in PoE where you're like, oh man, I wonder what kind of upgrades I can get today. What kind of progress can I make? You know, I've been trying to get all of my work done for various contractors done like as soon as possible, so that way I can just fire up either the stream and hang out with you guys or play on my own. So trying to get as much time into this game as I can because I'm enjoying it. I'm genuinely having a good time with it. So that's my opinion, Sean. Brian says, LOL, not quite, but I was sitting here wondering why I kept hearing battle sounds. I look up and I'm the one dying. Oh, there you go. Yeah, don't pay attention so much to me that you'll die. Don't do that. Brian says, I love the game so far. I haven't made it past level 30 on any of my characters yet. I'm getting a feel for whatever I like best and then go from there. That makes sense. Smart. I do like how easy it is. Like with this whole system, you can just reset all your passives and you can just reset all your attributes. I like how easy that is. It's very, very easy to do. One thing that I don't like about it, though, is that they don't have, you know, essentially an ability to just respec one passive point or two passive points or just any numeric value of passive points. It's all or nothing. It's either you respec your entire tree and you pay a bunch of in-game currency for it, or you don't. And my problem with that right now is, for instance, if you're respecing your tree, let's say you just paid some currency to respec your tree, right? Let's say you grab a passive point by accident that you did not mean to grab. Guess what? That passive is now a part of your tree unless you want to pay another full sum total to reset your passive tree. So it can really set you back if you're messing around with your passive tree and you're not paying attention. You really want to make sure you're paying attention to your passive tree right now, because the game will not forgive you if you make a mistake. So be aware of that.
It's not.
Brian says you can share stash tabs in offline mode. Yeah. So maybe that'll be something that comes to online mode. I don't know. I thought there were two here. Maybe there's only one. Oh, I already picked it up. Okay. That was a weird bug. Or I just missed it. My old eyes are getting old. My old man eyes don't see so good anymore. Also, I gotta give a shout out to Wolcen for their lore. This is like the first, this is the first action RPG, I think, that doesn't have, like, some old man. That's like a Deckard Cain kind of guy. Or a Gandalf kind of guy, right?
Not right now.
Oh, man. Am I just getting my butt kicked here? Okay, I do have Primordial Essence. So I do have my ultimate up. Could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Is that actually doing anything to him? No. The answer is no. He's not even standing there for me to do anything to. Dang it. I'm gonna go down again. Yep. Oh, but we got him. Okay. Whew, that was our last one for the expedition. Nice. Nice. That was a close one. That was officially a close one. Oh, that's 30% transfer time. That adds sacred damage to spells? I don't think I'm going to do that. But it does have 235% occult status ailment chance score. That's good. So maybe I should keep that one. Maybe that will be my new staff. By the way, I have zero concept of what's a good staff right now. Zero concept. 26%? Eh. Too bad it's a force shield item. Get rid of all this junk. That's junk. That's junk. All this junk. That's only 20% transfer time. I think I want a staff with like just a ridiculous amount of transfer time. Maybe I can find a legendary staff, or maybe I'll be able to buy one the next time I find the Wandering Merchant. That was a success. That's great. All right, how much XP did we get? We got 22,000 gold and what is that? 101 million, 1.5 million XP. Nice. And we got some productivity. The planning committee has completed its training. All right, that's good. So now we're up to 5 active projects. The trauma has been completed. Okay, nice. So we get more productivity. We get 5,000 primordial essence affinity. Nice. We get another 1,000. Nice. So where is that? Is that not showing up? Oh, there it is. 9,000. Okay, so can we level this up 2 more times? Livio says, what ARPG from before 2010 can you recommend? My potato of a PC doesn't like PoE or Wolcen at minimum quality. I mean, D2 is like the hallmark, right? Diablo 2 is pretty much the hallmark of action RPGs.
A new weapon, perhaps?
Can I level this up? So I would say that would be one. What year did Torchlight 2 come out? Have you tried Torchlight 2, Livio? What's Torchlight 2 look like on your computer? Does it look any good? Does it run well? All right, I need to level this up 3 times. This is 1,000. This is 3,000. This is 3,500. All right, it's max level. Yes. All right, we can actually try out the build. Oh, it took all afternoon of farming, but we can actually make the swap.
See the engraving on this one. It's
all right,
intact,
let's
even
make the
after so
swap
many
and go play a
years.
mage build. Let's do this. All right, so we've
See
got
you
our
next time.
passive tree is set up the way how we want it.
Oh.
Passive tree is set up. So now what we want to do... Okay, what do we want to do? This cooldown, I don't think it has a cooldown. You see that? How it just says, like, it doesn't have a cooldown. Oh, there it is. Resource consuming time is 1 second. All right, so now we can do this. So it leaves an after image of its damage. And we want to go over here to page 3. This is 28%. It also gives me life leech from spell damage. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try this other staff that gives me better transfer. All right, pants. These pants are giving me cooldown reduction on skills, but I no longer need cooldown reduction on skills, right? I just want the transfer time stuff. Okay, so let's put this chest piece on. This is cooldown. This is cooldown. This one is the transfer time, right? Yeah. So let's do that. What am I doing with all my old items? Here's my old gear. That is my old fighter gear. Whoops. Put this all in one spot. 26%, 24%, 23%. Okay, so let's do this. And let's do this. Gloves-wise... Pants-wise, were these the pants? Because I don't need the cooldown, right? Yeah, I just need the transfer time. Okay. Gloves. I thought I had another glove. I have 2 gloves. This is Rage and Willpower cost reduction. All right. So let's do that one. Man, that's a lot of health on a gauntlet, though. It's like what my old best chest piece used to be. All right, and let's try double wielding willpower potions. Now I can use, what is it? It's amethysts in order to do even better transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. Livio says, haven't heard of this series. I think it will work. There you go. Go check out Torchlight 2. Torchlight 2, it's a bit cartoony in terms of its graphics, but it's another great ARPG. I've spent over 100 hours in that game. It's a good game. Look at that. I'm making a recommendation for a game without being paid for it. Oh, what a world we live in. All right, let's drop this off here, drop these off there, drop these off there, drop these off there. Okay, great. So now what I can do is I can use Winter's Grasp, and it leaves behind this after image, and just take a look. I look like Bob Ross. And look at it all turn into rage. Alright, so I won't be able to use Juggernaut anymore, right? Because Juggernaut requires melee. So what are the other skills that I can use? I think it's Bulwark of the Dawn, right? Is that what it is? I think that's the other one that we use. Bulwark of Dawn, it's a spell. Bless an area around you with the light of dawn. It heals those who stand in it over time. Okay, so that's nice. So we'll replace Bleeding Edge with that. Only usable with melee weapons. Plague Burst, maybe we should use. I'm looking at the build guide right here. Plague Burst is another option. It casts an area of effect that causes enemies or summons to explode upon death, dealing poison damage in an area of effect. So essentially that's Contagion, right? That's PoE's version of Contagion. Or we could use the Tear of Ethereal. A mass of ice forms above your enemies. After a short delay, it falls from the sky for huge damage. I guess we could try that over Annihilation. I kind of want to try Annihilation, though. So let's try Annihilation and Plague Burst. Let's put Plague Burst over here. Let's try that. I don't know. I don't know what my damage is going to be like. I might go in and just die right away. All right, let's set these guys up so that way they are ready to go on some active projects.
Do you have something for us?
I should probably do the gold find. But I don't have enough currency for the gold find. So
I have a renovation project.
My lord, do you have a minute?
Sure. What do you have for me
the
this
project transmute an item becomes available.
I suppose
What is
you could
that?
refer to it as a forge, or perhaps
Your
a
chosen item will be
rune
transformed
forge
into another
or
item.
something.
time? Is it a forge or not?
Creates the chance that
I'm not
transmuted
for it.
items will have a higher
In a
rarity. Oh,
way,
that's kind of
yes.
interesting.
You see,
But I don't think I want to do that right now.
Oh, it's you. I was just dressed in
We
white.
could continue to renovate
So,
the
what did
archives,
they-
which will give us better prices, which increases the amount of money that we make.
so glad you decided to visit the lab. What can I do for you?
I could get another stash tab. Woohoo! What else should I be doing right here? I think I should... I shouldn't be waiting with my
The
money,
City
right?
of Discovery. Isn't that supposed
Projects
to
that
be
require
nice?
ships will become available. All right, we'll do that.
Hard to live
There
up
you
to
go.
that
We just
name
spent
without
100,000 on
ships.
that.
Eugene.
We have 4 other projects that are available.
Hello, my lord. I will assemble the
I don't have the
council
money
of
for
Knights.
4 other projects. I guess we'll send 3 out like this.
Now
We'll
that's
see what they
we're
come back
talking
with.
about.
And then I just
Oh,
have
you
one
might
slot that's
lose a
open, I
few
guess.
seekers, sure, but the treasures
I guess we'll do that. Okay, let's try this. I'm level 65. Let's try this on a level 67 zone.
Phoenix.
Yeah, let's try it on 73 zone. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try. What's the worst that'll happen? What's the worst that could happen in this map? I die a whole bunch and regret the entire afternoon? That's possible. Okay, that just killed, like, pretty much everything. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys could see that. Huh. Did the stream die? I don't know if that died for you guys or not. That just killed a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, this build is ridiculous. This build is officially ridiculous. Like, it's not even processing all the graphics. It's not processing the items that are dropping. You guys see that? All the numbers? Oh my goodness. Let's see how it does with rares. That's so much faster. That's so much faster than Bleeding Edge. You guys seeing this? That's so much faster. Like, you just zip zap zoopity bop around. And then you just kill stuff. You just walk through stuff and it dies. Like, you won't even be able to pick stuff up. You'll be killing stuff too fast. This is, okay. New favorite build unlocked. I just turned into Bob Ross and start, like, painting. Look at this. I mean, I definitely have to spam my flasks, right? Because I have 1,000,000 willpower that I need to use for this. Ah! Oh my goodness. You guys want the build for this? Oh man, it's pretty funny. The build for this, by the way, is down below in the video description. So the first build link that's down there is the build that I was using, which was a melee build. And this is Winter's Grasp, a Winter's Grasp build. That's just stupid. That's all it is. It's just stupid strong. Well, I don't know if it's stupid strong, right? We're not pushing the limits of Endgame here. It could be that I'm going to go into the next map and get my butt kicked. I haven't seen what it does against a boss, but that's pretty good. The noise is horrific. Yeah, let's see if we can't do something about that noise. That noise is pretty obnoxious. I agree with you. Can I do that? Effects volume? Hey, that killed the noise. I agree with you. That would give me a headache if we kept having to listen to that noise. It sounded like somebody like hitting a tin can amazingly fast. Okay, let's go look at our skills. What can we level up here? Increases health regeneration, increases duration, area of effect deals damage, area of effect regenerates force shield, attacks deal sacred damage, healing area of effect becomes centered at the cursor location, increases healing rate, increases stamina regeneration while inside, reduces cooldown. I like these two. There we go. All right, and then Plague Burst. What is this? I've been killing everything that I haven't even gotten to see what Plague Burst does. I guess we'll do increased AoE. What is Plague Burst? Is it just... Okay, it's close to me. It's close to me. So basically, I walk into a pack, I drop down Plague Burst, and I'm just walking around with Winter's Grasp. Okay, I get it. I get it. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa know how to use a skill. Converts toxic damage to fire damage? Nah. Summoned allies explode upon cast if they're inside the area. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like the explosive summoner. That's fun. Keith Kahn says, definitely not broken at all. I saw a guy running with Winter's Grasp spamming on Reddit yesterday. He thought he was a meteor, but he was actually a comet. Yes. So that's somebody I think that was doing this offline, and I think he was doing like a whole bunch of different other stats as well. But yes, this is a pretty fun build. Yeah, increases ailment damage. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. So we got Plague Burst, so we summon Plague Burst, and then we go all around, and everything dies. It's just that simple. Okay, these guys are relatively low level, though. You know, relatively low level.
Can't do that right now.
The fact that you can just walk through everything. Like, the next thing that we need is we need a...
more power.
Oh, what do you call it? A phasing flask. We need a phasing flask, so that way you can literally just walk through stuff. That would be pretty handy.
It's not happening.
What's this annihilation skill like? Is it any good? Let's try that. Oh, nice. They all exploded. They just straight up exploded. Challenge the boss. We're already on the boss. This is like what? Like a 3-minute map because we just walked through it? Oh, and I have Aether Jump. Why am I walking, by the way?
I can't do that.
I can't do that. How is my willpower looking? Not that great. Not that great.
It's not possible.
Oh, I don't have enough willpower. Okay. So willpower is going to be the cap for the build, right? Because as much willpower as you have, that's what actually determines. Okay. That's fair. By the way, this time I'm going to say, because I've had to say it the last couple of streams, if the stream looks like crap, it's actually because now the game is actually skipping frames. When I'm actually walking, doing this Winter's Grasp thing, the game is actually skipping frames. I know I've had to say that a few times. The game's not skipping frames. It's just the way how it looks on stream. Now this time, it actually is. The game itself is like, whoa, you're doing too much there, buddy. I should actually not be using this this ring now because it's giving rage generation on kill. So now I actually don't want this ring. So I guess that's something that I should be aware of. What are these legendary boots? Those aren't legendary. I guess there's a lot of all resist on them, but eh. Also, this is before I've socketed anything with gems, by the way. This is just doing an expedition with no gems. I haven't optimized this. This is just running around, essentially making the game stutter.
Can't be done.
That's what we're doing here today. We're making the game stutter. Dude, Aether Jump is ridiculously good.
Can't manage that right now.
To get from pack to pack, this is so much faster than what I was just doing. With Rend. With Bleeding Edge. So much faster. Oh my goodness. No wonder why people are already pushing like top end higher levels. If they're using this kind of build, holy crap. This is fantastic. Jitter Snitchfest says, Good Guy Gaming didn't upload Act 3. That is correct. I actually didn't play Act 3 on stream. Because Act 3 for me was done online. I am online now for everything. So I've got my one character that's offline that I will play whenever there's like server maintenance or anything like that. That character is still at the end of Act 2. But as soon as the online servers came up, I was like, all right, let's play online.
I can't do that right now.
So apparently I have to be moving to make Winter's Grasp really do a lot of damage. If you're standing still, it just won't deal damage. So FYI.
That can't be done.
Maybe that's the reason why I wasn't killing that boss before. Look at the damage on that. The damage ticks are great. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of like monk gameplay, of early monk gameplay in Diablo 3. That's what this reminds me of. Like when you could just exploding palm everything. You're faster than everybody. Feels better to play this than anything else. Holy moly. Bleeding Edge feels good, don't get me wrong. It doesn't feel this good. Although this is kind of obnoxious that you have to be moving. It's not optional. You have to be moving, basically. If you're standing still, like, you just stand there doing that. If you're moving...
I can't do that right now.
And you have willpower. I don't have any willpower right now. Yeah, this is good. This build is good.
That's not happening.
It took us, what, like exactly 25.1 seconds to figure out this build is good? This build looks good. It's very fast. It's very, very fast. Oh my goodness. We'll see what it does, and we'll see how it scales as well. That's the other part. Timber says, this looks kind of broken. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Jitters. That's a great analogy. Imagine if Aberrath's Hooves costing mana per step. That's a great comparison. This is like an Aberrath's Hooves build from PoE. If anybody is familiar with those uniques, it's very similar. I mean, you essentially walk and you kill stuff as you're walking by. It's not quite Death's Oaths, like Death's Oath builds, but it's close. It's close. You're just walking along and stuff just dies. I mean, you also do have to press a button. But I was just saying on stream over the weekend, like, hey, I'm looking for the one button, what do you call it? Righteous Fire build. This is basically it. This is basically the Righteous Fire one button build. It's pretty nice. And then we've even got Annihilation here. That's what Annihilation is. It's just like a single solitary beam. So we've even got Scorching Ray, basically. It's the occult version of Scorching Ray. We've got a better version of Flame Dash that doesn't go on cooldown. Look at us catch this guy now. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. You're giving me all your gold, buddy. Where is he? Where is he? Did he bug out? Did we get him? I think we got him. Okay, I was looking at my guy. Like, like, is my guy the guy?
I can't do that right now.
I do need like a phasing flask though. Like getting stuck on characters is going to be a thing for this build. That's going to be the biggest annoying thing for this build. Is just getting stuck on stuff because you're not used to going this fast. At least I'm not. Playing Bleeding Edge all the way through. Playing Bleeding Edge all the way through the 3 acts. All right, let's see how we do against this boss.
That's not happening.
We're gonna walk around him. I have no more will. But look at that! Look at the damage! Like, even though I had no more will, it drops down so many layers of damage. This is gonna get nerfed, right? Or again, maybe it scales off. That's so fast. Oh, man. Don't you just love it when you're playing a game and something feels very satisfying to play? This feels very satisfying to play. Also, the fact that what sort of ailments are we doing, by the way? We're doing a bunch of different ailments. Weakness and Curse. Which, what is it? Weakness and Curse, I believe they deal less damage and they take more. Weakness reduces the damage dealt by the target. Cursed means it increases the damage taken. Yeah, so we're putting weakness on them and cursing them. That's just great! Oh, I'm so glad that we swapped to this build. This build is great. This build is good. I would give this build 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Alright, let's go on to the next expedition. Have I even been downed yet since I swapped builds? By the way, I've got way less HP. Way less HP. Timber says, to be fair, it really looks more like a laggy auto bomber. Yeah. Chance for enemies to explode on death. Alright, bring it on. It lags the game. It lags the game to actually use this skill. This is hilarious. I'm gonna have to get used to just like conservatively dropping it and then just moving on using Aether Jump in order to preserve my willpower. Is that guy dead yet? He's broken. He's not quite dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I feel better. He's about to be dead. That guy actually had a lot of health. It kind of does worry me about some of those bosses that are a bit more mobile.
That's not happening.
That could actually be problematic. But look at this. I have to backtrack to pick stuff up because otherwise I'm just walking. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Impossible.
Oh my gosh. If it looks as bad for you guys as it does for me on stream, that's hilarious because this is really fun to play, even if it looks that bad. You're just like walking by stuff, dropping down AoE degens, and then you just walk away like a boss. You just walk away like it's a Michael Bay film, and there's explosions in the background.
that right now.
Oh, that's great. Oh no, we can't walk. Oh no, let us move. They're all dead anyway. It's fine. It's fine. They're all dead anyway. Like, I'm never going to pick anything up again. Because I'm just constantly walking by stuff as it dies. This is great. Shrine of Greed. Oh, let's pop all this stuff. My computer's going to have a seizure. Ha! I'm auto-attacking. No, I don't want to be auto-attacking. I want to be walking. I want to be walking. Let me walk.
That's not happening.
Let me walk. Give me more willpower. I need to spam willpower. Oh, I need this chest. I need this chest. No, I want this one too. No, I want this
Can't
one.
manage that right now.
Oh my goodness. There's so many enemies. And we're killing them all anyway.
That's not happening.
Oh, this is incredible. Oh my gosh, should we get them all? I think we actually got them all. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, let's take our rewards. These are well-deserved rewards for clicking on chests and then walking around. Oh man. That was a good amount of loot. What did we get here? This was a legendary. Triple supports? Hey, does anybody want this? I'm not going to use it. Mothers in Lament. Shadow damage added to spells. Maybe I will use it. Maybe I'll use a dagger, right? You can use daggers with spells? Is that the way how it works?
That's not happening.
I thought that was the way how it works. I could be wrong. Again, I've only played, what, 2 builds, really? 3 builds? I played a one-hander sword and board for a little bit early on in, like, Act 1 and 2. And then basically from there it was Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge all the way, Holmes.
Can't do that right now.
And now it's going to be this. This is what it's going to be for a while. That's what Scorching Ray does. Look, it does, like, no damage. I don't want to do that. We'll leave that guy for now. I need some more willpower. Somehow I wasted all my willpower. Hey, give me some more willpower, guys. Thanks.
It can't be done.
Thanks for giving me more willpower. Woohoo! Now I can walk around. I'm not going to be able to stream this because all it's going to be is just me giggling the entire time. I think that's all this gameplay is going to be. I'm never going to chat with you guys again. I'm never going to have any kind of opinions on anything. Streams from now on are just going to be me walking around giggling, watching yellow numbers explode in the blue dust of Bob Ross. Well, hello there, friends. I'm glad you've joined me again as we start to paint our background today. Today we're going to be using Sia Omega Female Sphere Blue. What we're going to do is we're just going to drop down a layer of Winter's Grasp. She's going to walk around in that Winter's Grasp for a little bit, regret it for the rest of her life, which lasts exactly 1.5 seconds. Oh, man. If Bob Ross played Wolcen. And then look at this. You've also got Aether Jump. Like, dude, Aether Jump. It just feels too good as a movement skill. Everybody's been complaining about spellcasters. I've been reading people complaining about spellcasters and the damage doesn't scale and it feels bad to play. It's like, no, if you have a 0 cooldown movement ability that deals damage in Winter's Grasp, and you've got a 0 cooldown ability for true mobility in Aether Jump, like, no, spellcasters feel great. They might not be the best bossing characters, but holy moly.
That's not happening.
There we go, and you leave behind an AoE degen. Look at that, there's like 4 of them right there, dead, boom. 4 of them, dead, boom. And that's, again, that I'm basically being lazy with my gameplay by constantly holding down, like, the activation button. You would not constantly have to hold it down. So if you want to be more conservative with your willpower, let's try that. Let's see if I just tap it intermittently, if that helps with the willpower consumption. Because Aether Jump scales up its cost. I'm using a rune that scales up its cost, but it's got, like, basically no cooldown. And I think when that levels up, when Aether Jump levels up, there's a skill modifier that I'm going to take for that, I believe, which actually makes it go a longer distance. But the distance on it is already pretty dang amazing.
I need more power.
Man, the fact that it's got no cooldown, you can just drop down 1,000,000 dots. Okay, it's not 1,000,000, but you get what I'm saying.
Can't manage that right now.
See, that does like no damage to him.
I need more power.
This does damage to him. Annihilation does not compare. Okay, so if people are complaining about spells because they feel like Annihilation at level 41 versus what they feel like when you're playing Winter's Grasp at level 62, this actually is really an interesting interaction because it makes me wonder like what other skills change in their fundamental abilities when you get them to max level. Right? Like, because this is a totally different playstyle to what Winter's Grasp is if it's got any kind of cooldown at all. Right? It's not going to be as effective if there's any kind of cooldown on it. So the fact that there's no cooldown on it, yes, it's great, but you would never know that it's this great until you get it to max level. So it'll be interesting to see like what other skills, you know, have essentially similar utility built into them. Jitters says, giggling, bald man. The first sign of madness. Yeah, where's Zana when I need her? Still sane, Exile? Nope. I went insane playing Wolcen, Zana. That's what happened.
Can't manage that right now.
All right, let's go find the boss. Oh no, we're gonna have a bunch of rage. Don't get rage. Get willpower. There we go. See, I didn't spam it that time. I'm being more conservative in my usage. Look, see, that's conservative. See? Conservative. Dignified. All right, now it's time to just blow the heck out of it, right? So we go Plague and walk around. And Aether Jump.
Right now.
And use a Will Potion. Use a Will Potion. Use a Will Potion.
It can't be done.
I feel like I'm consistently running out of Will Potion now. Still got him. Still beat him down. Okay, so the ways to scale this are going to be like Will Potion, and if there's any way to eventually get a Rage expenditure, like some way to generate willpower through spending Rage, that's going to be a big deal. That's maximum health and attack speed. Yeah, all the rest of my gear, by the way, is not optimized. Look, that's giving Rage generation. I don't want that. Can I still use with the dagger? No, I can't. Okay, it's only usable with stabs or catalysts. So if I go dagger plus catalyst... I don't think that lets me use melee abilities, though, right? Oh, it does! Daggers do let you use rage abilities. Usable with a melee weapon. Oh, my goodness! Okay, so if I use a dagger with a catalyst... Could I use Blade Storm with a dagger? Okay, so could I Blade Storm and Winter's Grasp around?
That's not happening.
No, I don't have enough rage. Not enough rage. Okay. So if I'm just here and I'm just massively spending all my willpower.
That's not happening.
Okay, because it reserves it.
I can't do that.
So it
right
won't keep both of them up. Okay. Somebody's going to figure out a way to do this. It's not going to be me. Somebody's going to figure out a way to keep this going with this.
now. Can't manage that right now.
Do you even need to keep them going? Well, because see, it's reserving a whole bunch of my rage and willpower right now. Like, it's fighting between which one of these it's actually going to be on. Maybe daggers are the way to go. I don't know. Maybe daggers are the way to go. Oops. Over staves. Maybe like some just ridiculously good dagger that's got transfer time? Or that's got reduction on cost? It's got a lot of spell damage, and it's also got a lot of transfer time reduction between willpower to rage. It's got spells crit chance, it's got shadow damage added to spells, it's got spell casting speed. I kind of don't even care what dagger I'm using right now, just as long as I get to use this. And maybe that's not even a good catalyst. What have we found, chat? What have we found? Not us finding as like we're the first people, but what have we found here? What have we stumbled into? This is an incredibly fun build.
Fine item. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't want rage generation on hit. I want willpower added on hit. That's what I want. Oh man. Remain Indoors says, gonna take off. Great stream, sir. Have fun. All right. Thanks so much for the super chat there. Remain Indoors. Have a good rest of your night, man. Stay safe. Don't forget, real life is hardcore. Don't forget that. That's why it's safer to remain indoors. Because it's much safer.
A good eye.
Okay, this has got a lot of maximum health. It's got crit. And it doesn't have rage generation. So I think that's actually better. It's got material status ailment. But it's got critical hit damage. Which is what we're doing, right? Each of these little Winter's Grasp that goes down releases a hit. So each hit can crit. Did I just turn into a rapper? Is that what just happened? I don't know if I'm a rapper or what, but if each hit is critting, then that's a considerable amount of damage.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let's try this. Livio says you can also use guns to have a spammable ability. Oh, so I could use a catalyst and a pistol. Okay. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think. So isn't there that machine gun ability? All right, we need this on support 3, right? Transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. That's what we want. Yeah, we want as much of that as possible. Okay, we've got a gazillion of these, so this is good. So we can put 3 of these in here. Whoops. Okay, no, stop. Ah, take my inventory away. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Okay. So that's a bunch of additional transfer time, right?
I need more power.
We can paint the entire town blue. All right, so what else do we need to do? We need to get rid of this ring. So I'm going to put that over here in the uniques, but I want to give that back to I'd like to rage. Brian says, holy smokes, just killed chapter 1 boss on my pistol build. Man, that was brutal. Yes! Way easier to kill him on the bleeding edge melee character? Yes. He is definitely a skill check if you are fighting him with a ranged weapon. Like with anything ranged, he is totally a skill check. Otherwise, I feel like he's just a DPS check. I shouldn't say just a DPS check. He's a very, very fun boss to fight, I think. Okay, so I'm looking for more stuff that's got utility sockets. That's what I'm looking for. This has got utility sockets, so we could do even more transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. What do you guys think? Even more reduction? We're also looking for, I believe, cast speed. No, not cast speed. Crit and damage, yeah. Which right now this is giving me, what, 13 to critical hit chance score? This could be giving me 14 to it. Oh boy. Not that big of a difference. Curse chance on shadow damage would be interesting. Or even leeching life from shadow damage. That could be interesting. All right, our chess piece, we actually like this with the 3, 1, and 1. So where's some HP? Where's some healthness? 500% maximum health? Yeah, here we go. We've got 3 of these. So we will put... Whoop. Close inventory. Put that inside the 3rd spot. What's the first one on this? Sacred resistance? Nah, what kind of resistances do I want on here? My resistances are at 1130, 893, and 756. So I need more elemental and occult resistances. That's what I need. That's 11 to elemental. And that's a bunch to occult. That's 10 to occult. Okay. So we'll do one of these. And one of these. There we go. It's a lot of life. I'm up to 4,800 life now. Holy moly. It's a lot of life. And I'm missing a ring.
Please,
that's right. I need to get a ring.
Around. I'm sure you'll find something that takes your fancy.
Okay, what are we doing here with the ring? Touch Me says, hey, the notification on YouTube doesn't work. It just sent me to a removed video. Had to go to your channel to see if you were live. Oh, no! I'm sorry, Touch Me. I'm glad you found us, man. Yeah, YouTube in and of itself, for some reason today, like halfway through the stream today, YouTube was just like, nah, your stream's done for right now. And we had like 10 to 15 minutes of downtime. I don't know why. Couldn't get it to work. So there were dead videos on there. That's why that sent you there. I am so sorry to hear that, man. But thank you for letting me know. That is good to know. So in future, maybe I'll make like a community announcement. Hey, we're still streaming and live. Maybe that way that would still go out. So I think what I want in this ring slot is life. Let's see what he says on his build.
Could I interest you?
So ferocity, life, crit chance, and then of course rage, willpower reduction. Okay. Resist and toughness. Yeah. So if we can get some resists or some toughness.
Please, come again.
You cannot. Oh right, because we have to go here.
You're alive.
How much gold did we get?
Great.
22,000 gold.
Paperwork.
I think that's just static. Like at least at the moment, the gold and the XP seems to be consistent. Hey, our seekers came back. Hey, our seekers came back with even more gold, 14,000. Oh, and a crappy bunch of crap. Oh, this is 400, so let's choose that. Your seekers did not reach their destination, but they managed to bring back some loot. 2,000 gold. Yeah, that is some loot. And how much money? 601. We'll take that one. All right, I like it. So we're working on the shipyard. That should be done soonish. Soonish, relatively-ish. That's this one. What else do we want to do?
Oh, you're
I don't like this
back.
laboratory
How
thing.
delightful. Perhaps you'd like to invest in
This is
some
a
tools
5th skill
for my
slot. No,
lab.
I don't need that yet. What is this? Your primordial meter, essence meter, will permanently be increased? What does that mean? Like, is there a cap on that? Is there a... I'm confused. You will receive 1 passive skill point. That seems very strong. Okay, this I am slightly short on, renovating the archives. Okay. Anything else inside the palace that I can do? Working conditions? All right, let's get that going. There you go. And then we'll send the Seekers back out. Get back out there, guys. Sometimes it's best to play it safe. Yeah, you're right. I'm a pansy. That guy always has got something quippy to say. All right, so let's sell this stuff, and then let's go up into our top tier. We're going to go to the top tier of the challenge. We're going to push the challenge tiers here with our attempt with a dagger and a catalyst. All right, we're gonna try this. We've got a couple of gem sockets in, and we'll see what happens here. So let's go to the top tier of what we've got, which is level 85 in the champion realm. We are a level 65 character. I'm a little spooked. I'm a little spooked here. I'm a little scared, but hopefully we'll see how it does. See how it does. Oh, chance for enemies to explode. All right, here we go. All right, those guys are dying. It looks like. Yep, these guys are gonna die. Well, these are rats. If my build can't kill the rats, is it even really a build? Does it deserve to be called a build? I don't think so. Whew. All right, here comes some big boys. Let's see if we can't get them. All right, well, we're not down yet. We're gonna get there though. Man, that actually took some damage. No, I guess we're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get downed, are we? This is just gonna be a stupid build. This build is stupid. And then I can just use Bladestorm to get around whenever I want to. Right? There's like no damage that this thing does. This thing does like 0 damage, right? But when I just need to build rage or burn rage, it's not equivalent though. There's like this little bit of a gap there. Do you see that? There's this little bit of a gray gap where some of your resources just get like reserved or capped or something. That was a spooky moment. I am definitely still going to be just smashing my flasks.
It can't be done.
I guess that's just going to be a constant in this game. Everything over here died. So does it matter? If everything over here dies, does it matter? Does it matter? If you don't see the monster die, did they really die? That's my question. They're all dead. They're all dead. I'm being far too careless with my use of Winter's Grasp. I should just drop it down every once in a while. And that'll actually give me willpower for if I bump into like a unique or something. I'm not totally clearing everything, but that's fine. That's fine. That's just because stuff isn't walking into the degen. Hey, there's level 66.
Stronger.
Nice. All right, what is this up here? Anything good? An offering shrine. Why, thank you. Yeah, I'll take that while everything explodes in the background. This is I'm gonna call this the Michael Bay build. Because you just walk around and stuff blows up behind you. Man, I lost a lot of ferocity by switching up that gear though. That was a lot of I used to have like what, 850 ferocity? Okay, we gotta go here to +5 max ailment stats, and then we'll get Insidious Decay. So that'll be good. How many status ailment effects can I actually have right now? What else should I be leveling? That's another good question. What's Dust Shroud? Only usable with daggers, bows, and pistols. Drop a shadow cloud on the ground that grants invisibility? What's Eclipse? What's Evasion? Oh, that's interesting. It's like another dash. But it costs rage. What's Infinity Blades? Attack enemies multiple times in a combo, giving willpower with each enemy hit? Staves are catalysts. How much willpower do you get on hit? You get 10, but it costs... Let's try that. Let's try that. It costs willpower, though. Have you guys played a Infinity Blades build? If you have, give me a shout out in chat. Let me know what it's like.
That can't be done.
If it's any good or not. Feel like I'm just sitting here? Okay. Okay, it's kind of like dual or double strike. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Am I already running out of willpower again?
Not possible.
Is this guy broken or dead? Which is it, buddy? Alright, he's dead. There we go. Is he gonna explode? Yeah, he's gonna explode. No, he didn't explode. Okay. Alright, so I feel like that's like double strike almost. Maybe not double strike, maybe not quite double strike. But it uses willpower, but it gives you willpower back. So that's kind of interesting. Let's try this.
Not right now.
What does this do? Now I'm just trying to find out what's going to be a good spot. Summons a large poison golem that cleaves enemies. Oh, okay. Sure, this is a summoner build. Yeah, so I'm now playing a summoner build, guys.
Not possible.
Because this is totally a summoner build as I just run through stuff and everything dies. My summon's definitely doing a lot of work back there. Oh my goodness.
I need more power.
I at least can level the skill up, right? So that way when I do want to play as summoner, I've got it ready. What's up with his claw? He's got like a single claw. That's interesting. It's kind of an interesting character model for a summoner. Alright, let's touch all these, right? Touch all the chests. Touch as many chests as we can touch. Oh, there's a big demon guy. He's gonna kill us. He's totally gonna kill us.
Not happening.
Oh, there's two of them. He's totally gonna kill us? Nope, he didn't kill us. Oh, there's the third one.
Not right now.
Oh my goodness. How am I not dead yet?
That can't be done.
How am I not dead yet? Like, these guys are all normally guys who would kill me. Again, on my bleeding edge guy that was really, really strong.
That's not happening.
Whoop, Aether jump. Yikes. Did we get them all? We got them all. Look, this is what I was saying earlier. Okay, at the start of the day, I said we're swapping over to a build that is like half of the HP of what we've got, but it's ridiculously safe. I had, what, 61,000 HP at the start of the day playing Bleeding Edge and getting into the middle of packs? I'm still walking into the middle of packs, but I have 39k HP and I'm alive by a lot. Like, didn't even go down there during a greed chest where I popped basically everything. That's pretty good. I don't know. Oh, a ring that's got a support slot. It also gives critical hit damage, occult status ailment, all resistance score. I think we should use that. And then what does this do for support? I need a gem that does something good with support. Well, that's just no good. Oh, there's support 3. Material damage, willpower. Willpower regeneration is nice. Sacred damage? No, I'm gonna have to wait until I get a gem back at base before that's actually an upgrade then. Alright, away we go. Zipping through stuff. Whee! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I need more power.
Yeah, need more willpower. That's all right. Let's drop down Plague Bearer. Run around, watch everything explode. There we go. This is just
I need
insane.
more power.
Oh my goodness. All right, is he still taking a dot? He's still taking a dot. This is, yeah.
That's not happening.
Oh, here's my little one. Hey, little one. Oh, hi, beautiful. How are you? Oh, good. Are you having a good day? Yeah. Oh, good. Me too. Me too. Yeah? Are you playing? I don't even feel like I need to,
Can't manage that right now.
to use my ulti most of the time, because stuff just dies. I'm going to get to the point where a boss is going to kill me, but I'm not sure if I can just keep scaling up. You know? If I can just keep scaling up my, my HP and my red and my defenses. Okay, what did he get to drop? Is dinner at 6?
Yep.
All right. Okay, this is a one-handed dagger. This looks like it's got better physical. A fiendish heart splitter. That's a two-hander. It's a one-handed sword. That's a catalyst. That's not going to be better than the one I've got. That's a staff, which means I would lose the catalyst. Okay, so that's not very exciting. What does she have in her accessory slot? Rage generation, no thank you. Rage generation, material, force shield, attacks, rage generate, no. What's she got in the armor? She's got Rigard's Hope, which I think that's one of the swords that I already have, and Argod's Hearth. What is this? 21% dash cooldown reduction, material damage, and physical damage added to attacks. Okay, I'm going to buy that just because I don't have that one.
The Augur has some
Never mind, I don't have enough gold. I'm not going to buy that one.
Can
I just sell all this crap?
Now seems to be one of
Excuse me, my lady.
And yet,
Would you like to buy a bunch of junk that I've just picked up off the ground?
Matters.
Thank you, my lady. That's rage. I should try with a pistol, right? I should give that a shot at some point. Get it? Give it a shot. Oh, man. Occult resistances, all resistances. Alright, we're going to keep all this stuff. I still don't have 50,000. And that's fine. That's fine. I won't have that unique. Bummer.
My report.
It is a bummer, but we'll make it. Okay, let's go challenge the boss. Let's go upgrade this, actually. What can I give this guy? Increases the health of the summon. Ooh, movement speed. Summon generates more threat. Converts the summon's base toxic to shadow damage. Summon becomes a melee warrior that has a leaping attack. Oh, interesting. Let's try that. Sure, let's make him leap around. And let's give him some more HP. He's gonna die. He's only level 23. Chance for explosion to frenzy enemies. Increases critical chance. Allows skill to be cast at the location. Increases damage. Leaves a poisonous cloud when an enemy or friendly summon dies, dealing damage over time. Let's do that. Increases explosion damage for each ailment stack a monster has. Oh, they're gonna have 1,000,000 ailment stacks. Well, I guess we still have a maximum amount of ailment stacks, right? What's the maximum amount of ailment stacks we have? What is that? There's got to be some info on that, right? Yeah, max ailment stacks is 25. So I've got 2 different ailments that I can do, so that's 50 stacks, right? In theory, is what I could have. I think I'm doing math right? 25 times 2? Because I've got 2 different types. I don't know. All right, I got lots of willpower here, so let's drop Plague and go.
I need more power.
Need more power. And down he goes. Dun 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 dun. And the summon actually didn't die. Mr. Duskshade over here. Nice. All right, let's sell some junk. Oh, I don't need that much junk to sell. That's actually got a lot of life on it. That's got a lot, and it's triple defensive rolled. I'm keeping that. It's triple defensive 3 rolled. We're keeping it. We're keeping it. All right, let's go finish this expedition. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Yeah, I'm liking this build. If you guys are liking this build, let me know down below in the chat.
That's not happening.
If you guys hate this build, if you guys think, Iron, this build is the lamest build I've ever seen, let me know in the chat. Tell me why. What is lame about this build other than my frames? That the frames that my computer can get with this build. I'm not sure if this build is working as intended. Maybe next week they'll nerf this build? I don't know. I feel like it is hitting at an incredibly fast rate. Like, probably at a rate that the server is actually having a problem taking all the damage.
I need more power.
Like, that's probably why it's stuttering so much. That's my guess. I need more power. Summon up my guy again.
That's not happening.
Does your summon ever catch up to you? Will he run all the way? Where's my summon? Are you coming, summon buddy? Are you stuck all the way back there? Where is he? Let's find our summon. There he is! Apparently you can leave your summon behind in the dust if you 8th or jump enough. They'll just kind of leave him back there.
Can't manage that right now.
There we go. Man, the damage is smooth too. I feel like because you keep moving, it's almost tougher for the enemies to get a target on you. I wonder if you can use like the elusive stuff, the dagger abilities, and just make it so that way enemies never see you. Like, is that possible? To make it to where you're basically invisible and then you summon up your one summon guy and he generates threat. Right? So he's constantly taunting stuff and you're just running around in the invisibility, just dropping down dots. Sounds pretty fun. Right? Like, you guys can have spin to win. You guys can have your Cyclone. Okay? You guys can keep it. I'm keeping this. At least for today. I haven't bumped into anything that's really been a problem for my build yet. So, and again, I don't think I'm that well optimized. I'm using just a piece of trash dagger that I found because it was a dagger. That's what I'm using right now. So imagine if I actually get a weapon that actually augments my damage in any way, shape, or form. It's gonna be good. No wonder why the passive tree scales so defensively. Like, because you don't need to scale offense. Like, you just need to scale, like, staying alive and walking around more. Oh, man. Who was it that said that earlier today? Bald man giggling is the first sign of madness. Was that you, Brian? It's true. I said I'm just going to be playing this build and walking around giggling. That's pretty much the story. That's what I'm going to name the next stream. Join G3 Iron as he walks around giggling, playing Wolcen. Holy crap. Alright, so this is where the boss is going to be. But he's not here yet. Alright, we got to kill what? Like 3 more enemies?
I can't do that right now.
A few more enemies? Maybe if that guy dies. Maybe if there's a pack over here. Is there a pack over here? No, there's just a chest. Ooh, nice. Lots of gems. I really like their gem augmenting system. I can't comment at the moment on their crafting system because I haven't really crafted much. I've crafted on their augmenting system, but I haven't crafted much on their actual like use of currency, like in-game currency
Can't manage
crafting.
that right now.
It seems like it's got some potential. I just haven't done it yet. All right, let's go challenge the boss. As those guys all die. Connor C says, have you tried any deep endgame stuff with a group? No, not yet. Bad Touch says, what level area are you running? I believe this is a level 86.
That's not happening.
That's where I'm at so far. So again, not super endgame. Not super endgame. But I'm just walking around killing stuff. Connor, I would love to do some like super endgame stuff with a group. That sounds fun.
I can't Can't do that right now.
All right, here goes more willpower. Here goes more willpower. Oh, I'm no longer casting. Oh, that's the first time that we've been downed. Mental note. This build can get down.
Take me down. Can't manage that right now.
So apparently you cannot just AFK walk around. Oh, mental note. That's 2 times. I don't have enough willpower. We need more willpower, Captain. All right, it's time to just do this. There you go.
The bigger
All
they
right.
are, the harder they fall.
Easy peasy. All right, let's go finish this expedition. Hunt down enemies. So apparently boss killing. Boss killing might be the thing, right? A boss and we run out of willpower. That could be a thing that slows down the
I
build.
need more power.
Need more what? What is this? Is this the oh, this is the
I
zeitgeist.
hold
Okay.
what your fate needs.
Not possible.
Okay, this guy is actually literally slowing me down. Can you get out of this form? I just needed this form to not die earlier. Thank you. Thank you for letting me get out of my ultimate form because it's actually worse than my regular form. Oh, welcome, Rough Daddy. Welcome, welcome. Yes, this build does look awesome. By the way, if you're looking for how to replicate this build is linked down below in the video description. So if you're looking for a build to try out, I would present this. Okay, I could do 15% chance to... I could do even more reduction. Transfer time between willpower and rage, or I could do perfect Alexandrite. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll put this in here. Whoops, I just sold those 2.
We shared what had to be shared.
There we go. We'll do some more critical hit damage.
You are
So
just
essentially we're walking around
now
and just
do
killing
what you
everything
must.
in our way. That's basically what we're doing. So you have to level up Winter's Grasp to level 62 to level 62, and then it has 0 cooldown on it. And the average damage says only 844 or 884, but we've got a bunch of ailment stacks that we are doing on top of it, which is cursing and making stuff weak. So the stuff that we're attacking deals less damage, and it also takes increased damage. So it scales ridiculously strongly. Yeah, all these are awful. Okay, does she have any uniques? Awful, 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 awful. She's got Evakin's Obsession, which is a bow. I think I've got that one. And another Rigard's Hope. Now that's got 600 life on it. I will buy that. Because I like having lots of life. Okay, away we go.
Do what's expected of you.
I'd like to rant. Says, yeah, that looks like I might have to give that a go. Yeah, this build is sick. Faculty says you need some resource transfer time jewels in your support tickets.
Need more power.
Yes, I do. I have 3 of them. Transfer time reduction. I've got 3 of them. In my catalyst, I need more. I agree with you. I need more. I need more power.
That
But
can't
yes,
be done.
this build is officially stupid mode. Look at that. You just walk around. Yes, it will make your computer stutter, by the way. That's not the game performance.
Not possible.
That's just the game stuttering because the game is like, oh my gosh, I have to do so much right now. It's not the stream. It's literally the game. It doesn't matter whose computer you do it on. I say that because, who was it? I think it was Zizaran that was trying this
Can't
build
do that
out.
right now.
Somebody else was trying the build out. I think it was Zizaran that was doing it, but he was just doing it as frost damage. This is with Aether damage. So same mechanics in terms of getting Winter's Grasp up to level 62, and then it has 0 cooldown. But the thing that's different is this is giving you multiple different stacks of weakness
I need
and
more
curse.
power.
So everything takes increased damage, and everything deals less damage around you. So quite nice, which is partially the reason why we can just walk through stuff and it feels like I never take damage.
It can't be done.
Because everything's just getting a million curses on it. It's got a really, really good hit rate. So if you're looking to follow the build guide that I'm following, the passive tree that I'm following, it is all down below in the video description. I may or may not do a build guide on this. We just did a build guide for PoE today. I'm not sure if I'm up for the task of doing weekly PoE build guides and doing a Wolcen guide, but I might, because this just is stupid. How strong this is. Oh no, Rough Daddy said I left a legendary on the ground. I'm sure I did. I don't know where. But this build has a risk to leave legendaries on the ground. By the way, I've got sounds turned all the way down because the sound of this thing is obnoxious.
I can't do that right now.
So just be aware of that. Oh yeah, and then you can use Aether Jump, by the way, to just like straight up go as fast as you want. Like as long as you have willpower, you can be jumping around because there's no cooldown on it. Where did I leave this legendary? It'll have to be gone. It'll be lost. Lost in the sands of time. But yeah, this build, it took us all of like 20 seconds to figure out that this build was basically going to be my favorite build. For as good as Bleeding Edge performs, this is even better. Now, Bleeding Edge might perform better on bosses.
I can't do that right
So
now.
I don't know. That's the one thing that I'm a little bit hesitant about. There's a legendary down here, Rough Daddy? Okay. We will go circle again. See what I dropped. What did I miss? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Is the damage of that skill converted, or could you use some Aether to spell damage? Yeah, I'm using Aether on it right now. That's
not happening.
the damage converts. Okay, so let me pull up the skill here. So where is it? Converts base frost damage to shadow damage. So that's what we're doing, and that's what gives you a whole bunch of curse chance and minus curse duration. So it converts the base of the frost damage into a different damage type. Other side? You're just trolling me at this point. You're just trolling me. Oh, there it is. You're not trolling me. I knew I could trust you. Shout out to Rough Daddy for helping me with my terrible vision. All right, so look at this. This is with Aether Jump. Okay, it costs more willpower every time you use it, but willpower is the only limiting factor. Like you have no cooldown. It's not like Flame Dash and PoE where you've got a certain number of charges. As long as you've got willpower, you can be jumping across the screen. And then as long as you've got willpower and there are enemies nearby, you can just be holding down Winter's Grasp and everything dies. Now you have to be moving. As soon as you stand still...
Not possible.
If you stand still and you're trying to do Winter's Grasp, you're going to have a hard time. This is what it looks like when you stand still. It acts like it's got a cooldown. Okay? It acts like it's got an animation. But when you are walking, it does this.
That's not happening.
Ta-da! Like it has no animation. And it just keeps dropping. Keeps dropping circle after circle. So obviously there is a point in time where this amount of damage is going to scale off because I'm not sure if the amount of frosts that get dropped, like if the amount of ice novas that get dropped is based on cast speed. We got to figure that out. Like what determines the rate of the nova? Because once we figure out the rate of the nova, then you can just scale that up as a secondary or even as a primary stat, right?
That's not happening.
And that'll be pretty sick for damage-wise. But right now, I think basically whatever your top-end damage is, you just multiply that by the amount of times you can pump out while walking around. I wonder if movement speed interacts with it at all as well. Like if you have more movement speed,
Right now.
I wonder if that'll change things. Look at my rage. My rage meter is just ridiculous. But I wonder if you increase your move speed, it means that you'll actually cover more ticks while you're holding down Winter's Grasp. That's an interesting question. Whoa!
Do that.
Speaking of going down. Holy moly. Okay, is he broken? He's broken. He's dead. Expedition successful. By the way, why does this always say Alexander over here? The expedition is a success. You earned the greatest reward, Alexander. The greatest reward is Alexander? Like, what? I'd like to rant says, I can't believe you almost caught up to me in level. Yeah,
If you need to spend it.
I mean, it took us the vast majority of the afternoon to get my build swapped over because I needed to farm purple juice. Like, I didn't have enough purple juice just to spam. You cannot begin while actions. Okay, I gotta open Stormfall.
Don't be shy. Mojave has
I'm actually getting ready. Wow, I can't type. All right, so let's sell this stuff.
Customer. Welcome to my humble stand.
We're looking for will transfer time, crit damage, health. Yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. Oh, look at this. This is a chess piece. Okay, so the guide creator that I'm recommending you guys to follow, that's down in the video description, he recommends that you actually go with the heavy piece, the heavy chess piece, because eventually the passive point that you want to put into is Siegebreaker, Salvatory Anchor, and then if you're using a heavy chess piece, all the resistance bonuses on it are doubled. Or wait, I'm sorry, is it all resistance bonuses or all the resistance bonus on the chess piece? Yeah, it's all resistance bonus is doubled. So you get an additional amount of however much. So if you're using this and you got 386 all resist, you get another 386 all resist. So even though you have less life, you have a ton of resistance. The sheer amount of tankiness on this build, at least in my book, is pretty impressive.
You have a good eye.
If there's any way to scale leech up with this build, it'll be pretty ridiculous considering the number of hits that you've got. Oh, could you imagine if they had life gain on hit? If they had life gain on hit, then that would be even better, is what I will say. I will keep it a clean stream for today. It will be even better. Alright, so let's put this chess piece over here as a potential upgrade. Let's put this chess piece over here because that chess piece is great. 31% transfer time. That's better transfer time than what I've got, but this has got 20% cooldown reduction on skills. So these, I need to upgrade these, right? These are all 21%, and 1% isn't enough, right? That's not justifiable. I could, however, take the critical hit score off of these just so that way I could have better transfer time reduction between willpower and rage. All right, let's put these here. Where's this stuff goes here. This stuff goes here. These are also 600 HP. I'm only using, what, 500 HPs right now? I need a chess piece that has sockets, too. I'm going to need that as an upgrade at some point. Perfect Alexandrite. Let's put that here. Perfect Diamond. Is this as high up as they go? Is perfect the best? Or is there going to be something even beyond that? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave the character for right now. The character is level 66. I am definitely going to be using this guy again and more, and I will probably be streaming tomorrow a bit earlier on than today, and we will see how far we can go on this. And yeah, so far today, as we wrap up, this is the amount of progress that we're at. Oh, here we go. We've got to click through this stuff. Here's our rewards. Sure, thank you. Our furthest that we can go on champion is 88. 88 is as far as we can go comfortably and still be alive. We died, what, one time? One time I think we got down by the boss. So boss killing is definitely something that we've got to work on. Other than that, yeah, I'm very excited for this build. I'm very excited that we swapped over from Bleeding Age to a Mage. From Bleeding Edge to a Mage. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope today is the day a Mirror of Calandra drops for you, and stay tuned for more community polls, community news, as well as more streams later on this weekend.